Thanks so much for joining me today and welcome to my channel. My name is Kara and I love to create through crafting, decorating, and cooking, and I also love to save money while doing all my favorite things. Today's DIYs are going to be 3 fall DIYs that are made with mostly products from Dollar Tree. I'm ready for fall, you guys. I don't know about you, but I just need a change of scenery, a change of season, and I'm itching for it. I'm like so ready for pumpkin spice season. So also in today's video, I am going to be showing you how I used Canva to create some items for my projects. And so this video is totally not sponsored or anything like that, but I do not own a Cricut machine or any other type of like smart printer. And so I'm always looking for new ways to create my DIYs, whether it's with stickers or transferring images onto my projects. And I have just found that I really love using Canva to create images for my projects. So Canva will be linked down below. It is just a free online service that you can use to create posters, online content, digital content, digital images, and things like that. So I'll be showing you a few snippets throughout this video of me creating items for my projects. So I hope you guys enjoy, and let's get started. Starting off with this "We Are Getting Married" sign. I love the buffalo check, but I wanted to get rid of the words in the middle. So I'm going to cover that up with my Waverly White chalk paint. And you guys, I had to scrape the bottom of this jar to get the last little bit out of there. It's finally done. I had to throw it out. So I'm just taking a sponge brush from the Dollar Tree, and I'm kind of dabbing the chalk paint on to create a little bit of texture on here. And you can see that in this shot right here. There's a little bit of raised areas. So I'm just going in with my sanding block to smooth a little bit of that down. And I'm going to be using these drink stickers from Dollar Tree. These are those kind of double layered stickers that have the little foam piece in the middle, and I'm just going to be using the top of each one, and I'm using the coffee cups from these. And then I am going to head into Canva to make some little sleeves for my coffee cups. I love Canva. It's a great free product. This is not sponsored or anything. I just love going over to the elements on the side and then typing in whatever image I'm looking for and printing them out. I am just using some double-sided tape to stick my coffee cup sleeves that I made on Canva onto the coffee cups. I wanted to use double-sided tape because I thought Mod Podge would be super messy with such a tiny surface area, and I just didn't want to have any dry time. And then I'm just trimming off the excess on the sides there. And this was the first time I ever found these gold letter stickers. I thought they were just beautiful. So I cut around each letter, and then I'm spelling out pumpkin spice season in the middle here. And I like to just kind of arrange my letters to make sure that they all fit correctly before I start peeling up any of the stickers. So here's how that looked with the pie Mod Podge down, the coffee cups glued on, and these stickers put on. And I could just leave it like this, but I did want to add a bow just to give it a little bit of extra fall flavor. So I am taking my Dollar Tree burlap and I'm folding it in thirds and trimming that, and then I'm going to just take a piece of jute and use that to pinch the middle of my loops of burlap together to create my bow. So I just attached the burlap bow on with hot glue, and I still wasn't done yet. I wanted a little extra on here, so I took another piece of jute and just wrapped that around my fingers to create a loop, and then I'm just going to take one last piece of jute to loop around the middle there to make my final bow for this project. This sign at Hobby Lobby was the inspiration for my next project. So I'm just taking 4 of the Harvest Blessing signs from Dollar Tree. These are the ones that have the faux wood on the edges, and I really liked these. So I was so happy to find 4 of them at a store. I'm just taking Gorilla Glue and hot glue mixed together, and I am going to use that to attach all 4 signs together flat to give me this rectangle, and I am using blue painter's tape on the back to reinforce that just as all of the glue dries. There was a big gap between my 2 middle signs, so I'm just using some hot glue to fill that in, and then I just take a paper towel real quick and wipe that off so that I don't have a big bead of hot glue that dries in the middle. And then I'm just taking some more of that blue painter's tape and using it to kind of stabilize everything and hold it together. So I'm hopping back onto Canva and creating my image for this sign. Like I said, I love to click on the elements on the left-hand toolbar here and just type in whatever image I'm looking for. So I found this pumpkin in there, and it is also free. And I was able to resize it and use the same pumpkin for the 2 smaller ones. And then I found this sort of wreath image that I really liked that I put in the background, and it chose some really cute fonts for this, and I love how this turns out. The only downside is that with the free version of Canva, you cannot use a landscape screen for your image, so I had to do it in portrait mode, but it's still pretty easy to figure out, you know, how it'll look with that. And then I just went ahead and downloaded it as a PDF and printed that off. Off camera, I taped off the edges of this sign and gave it about 3 coats of Waverly white chalk paint, and then I just removed the painter's tape from those edges to give me that nice clean line I was looking for, and a little bit of that wood looking paper did come up on one of my sides, and I just hot glued it back down. And then I am just taking the sign that I made on Canva and I'm cutting it down to size. I wanted this to look like 4 distinct slats of wood, so I am cutting this sign into 4 pieces, 1 to go on each one of those original Dollar Tree signs. And I want to emphasize the lines in between each sign. So I'm going in with a paint marker and I'm just giving a black line on each one of those, just so that it really pops through and that you can tell that this is like clearly a wood slat sign. Now I'll just Mod Podge down my strips of the sign that I made on Canva, and you are going to see me actually trimming down some of these once they're already on. That would not have been my preferred method for this. So if I were to do it again, I would have cut a little bit of extra off of each strip just so that there was enough space for you to tell that, you know, these are like individual slats of wood. So that's one tip that I would give if I was going to do something like this again. I would definitely just trim down each one of those strips first rather than doing it when they're already kind of on the sign.
Pieces falling to pieces. Oh, 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 I will fall into pieces, fall into pieces. Oh, 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 I will fall into.
I am just going over this now with a coat of Mod Podge, and then a few of the black letters did sort of run onto the white parts of the sign. So I just took a clean paintbrush that had softer bristles and kind of went in between those letters to help clean that up, and that really helped a lot. I think this one is my favorite. I just love how it looks kind of rustic. It's still really cute, and I could see putting this anywhere in my house. For my final craft today, I'm using this shadow box that says "A House Full of Love" on the glass, and I'm going to start by removing the back. This just pops right out. There's really not even any clasp or anything keeping it in. It's very easy to remove. And I am going to take my anvil razor blade that's in this little plastic holder, and very carefully I am just scraping off all of the words from the glass. Just go slowly with this, and very carefully you can remove all of the wording from the inside of the glass. When all of the wording was removed, I just sprayed it with a little bit of window cleaner and wiped that down with a paper towel, and then I'm going to move on to the next step, which is grabbing my computer, logging into Canva once again. And for this sign, I didn't need any wording or to use any of their clip art, but I knew that my size of my sign was 5 by 5 inches, and you can actually go and create custom dimensions for a project in here, so that's what I did. And then I went down to background on that side toolbar, and I typed in cable knit because I wanted this to look like a sweater. And so I found this image, I loved the gray, and then I just went ahead and printed that off, or downloaded it as a PDF and printed it off once again. I had one of those Dollar Tree styrofoam pumpkins left over from last year. This one was white when I got it, and I had painted gray on there, and I just cut the top off of it, and I did trim down the stem as well so that it could fit inside my shadow box. And then all I'm going to do is arrange a little bit of this eucalyptus greenery underneath my pumpkin, and I'm going to glue everything down with hot glue and then just reattach the backing of my sign onto the front piece with the glass.
Remember, I was laughing in all the photos that you took, but now it looks like acting.
I really like the simplicity of this one, and I think it might look really nice in my tiered tray.
Why you let me go? Look to the left, look to the right. Nothing can stop me in the night, like I am I'm trying to remain so strong. I know it's good if I'm wrong. I got it, I gotta go, 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 running to better times. Go, 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 from my
Thanks again for joining me. I hope you guys enjoyed these DIYs and enjoy learning a little bit more about Canva. Again, this is totally not sponsored, but I will have just a link down below if you want to sign up and start using that for some of your crafting. Let me know in the comments below which project was your favorite, and if you're ready for fall, or if you're like, girl, I still need some pool time, let's just let it be summer for now. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
nothing can stop me in the night.